I've started tear down of the K321. As you can see, I already got the flywheel off. And that little dude, that took about 2 days with a bearing puller and some air tools to break it loose off the flywheel. And this darn thing weighs about 20 pounds or more, but pretty good shape. The magnets look pretty good, pretty clean, just some surface rust. Over here I've started taking the stuff off and labeling it. Here you got the bearing plate with the bearing, stator, head, oil dipstick, starter, and I put stuff in little plastic bags and label them. Here I got the stator screws, oil dipstick screws, bearing plate bolts, flywheel nut, starter starting bolt, mounting bolts, and makes it a whole lot easier to go back through and start putting everything back together if you know where it is. And I got it mounted up on the gantry crane. Makes it a lot easier to mess around with. You ain't got to pull and move that thing around all that much. But I used my drill that's got a wire wheel brush on it. Got it cleaned off the deck, and you can't see it in this light, but on my left hand side there's a large moon-shaped groove in the piston where you can see the ring, and that was allowing blow-by and combustion of the oil and gas. And up here along this ridge at the very top is a really thick line of carbon and burnt oil up here, and this exhaust valve looked like it had either started burning, or that may just be some carbonized oil and gas residue. But one good thing I did notice, and I found that I was happy with, is you can't see it on here, but right here, STD, not sexually transmitted diseases, but a standard bore piston, which means that hopefully I can just go a 10 thousandths, or maybe at the most 20 thousandths, to get rid of that egg-shaped cylinder hole there. And everything internally looked good. I haven't taken off the oil pan yet, and I haven't taken out the piston or the crank, but as you can see, I've got everything off. I just got to take out the internals of it. And one thing that's going to be a real pain, I don't know if I'll even be able to get it out, is that exhaust nipple that's coming out. Don't know if that'll be coming out anytime soon, but we'll try it. This thing was one filthy, nasty motor, and when I took the head off of it, I doubt very seriously if that head had ever been taken off, which I'm sure it had been, but man, it was nasty. The whole thing was nasty, but not in bad shape. Hopefully we'll be able to rebuild it without much of a problem. Gotta plug the gantry crane back in. Or plug in my hoist. Scoop my little workbench back up under it. And then hopefully we'll lower it down here. And it's hard to see. Well, we'll just try to get it up under it the best we can. I made a little workbench, or a little stand on top of my workbench for the motor to sit in. So we'll twirl it around here And there we go. Got a little hook to hook into the stud on the top of the motor at Ace Hardware. Screwed that on there and makes it real easy. Now, got it on the workbench. We can move it around, scoot it around how we want to, and if I got to lift it up, I just move it over here by the gantry. Alright, that's it for now.